Today, we'll explore 8 ancient magics that are more than just relics of the past. They could be the secret sauce to adding depth and wonder to your world building. Whether it's Egyptian magic, Eastern mysticism, or Celtic druidry, we'll discuss what these historical magics were about and how they can inspire the magic systems of your world. Hi everyone, my name is Sasha, and this video is part of my ongoing deep dive into the realms of storytelling, world building, and fantasy writing. Many world builders overlook the richness of historical magic, often defaulting to more familiar concepts and tropes. This not only limits the creative potential, but possibly also the authenticity of your world. Throughout this video, I'll show you how integrating ancient practices of our world can breathe life into your creations. But before we dive in, I want to make one quick disclaimer. While we'll be touching on several historical magics today, our focus is primarily on how they can inspire and enrich your fantasy world building. This is not a deep historical analysis of each magic practice, as that would go way beyond the scope of such a video. Instead, it is meant as an exploration aimed at sparking creativity in your storytelling and nudging you in the right direction. Egyptian magic, or Heka, was deeply woven into the fabric of ancient Egyptian life. It was more than just a practice, it was an integral part of their worldview. Heka was seen as a natural force, accessible through rituals and spells, and was thought to be a gift from the gods. This magic was omnipresent, from the grand ceremonies in the temples to the daily lives of the common people. It was used for protection, healing, and even to maintain the balance of the universe. Imagine infusing your fantasy world with the essence of Heka. Picture your characters using spells written in hieroglyphs, each symbol holding specific magical powers. Or consider how the gods and goddesses of your world might gift magic to your characters, similar to how Ra and Isis were revered in ancient Egypt. You could create a system where magic is similarly interwoven with the daily life of your world. Let's take a cue from the Book of the Dead, for example, a famous ancient Egyptian funerary text. It was filled with spells and rituals intended to guide the deceased through the underworld. In your world, similar texts could be the key to unlocking ancient mysteries or guiding characters through perilous magical realms. Also consider the use of amulets or talismans imbued with specific powers, which was a common practice in Egyptian magic. These could become significant artifacts in your narrative, offering protection, power, or wisdom to those who possess them. Overall, ancient Egypt offers a wealth of mystical and magical inspiration for creative world building. To the west of Egypt, we find ourselves in the ancient lands of Greece and Rome, where magic took a different but equally fascinating form. Here, magic was deeply intertwined with mythology and philosophy. Oracles like the famed Oracle of Delphi played a significant role, serving as bridges between the gods and mankind. Mythical figures like Circe the Enchantress and Hermes the Messenger God were embodiments of magical prowess. These cultures viewed magic as both an art and a science, with spells, potions, and even philosophical debates about the nature of the supernatural. In your fantasy world, the essence of Greek and Roman magic could be harnessed to create a rich tapestry of mystical lore. Imagine a world where oracles play a pivotal role in guiding kingdoms or foretelling significant events, their words holding sway over the fate of empires. Enchanters could weave spells that transform the very nature of reality, challenging heroes and influencing the course of your narrative. The philosophical aspect of this magic could be used to develop a system where magic is not just a tool, but a subject of scholarly debate and ethical considerations. You could create a group of magicians who adhere to Stoic principles, using their magic in a way that emphasizes resilience, self-control, and the importance of rationality. Their spells could be about inner strength and facing adversity with a calm demeanor. The mythos of Greek and Roman deities offers a wellspring of inspiration, allowing you to craft gods and goddesses who interact with your world in myriad ways, from bestowing magical gifts to directly participating in its affairs. Venturing into the mystical north, we encounter the Norse tradition of Saedre, a magic closely associated with fate and prophecy. Saedre was practiced by figures like the Völva, a seeress who held a respected and somewhat feared position in society. It was believed that the use of Saedre could allow one to foresee or even alter the course of events, a concept deeply entwined with Norse mythology and the all-seeing Odin. This form of magic offered a window into the unseen and the unknown, playing a crucial role in both the spiritual and the everyday life of the Norse people. In your fantasy realm, incorporating elements of Saedre could add a mystical dimension to the narrative. Imagine characters who traverse the boundaries between worlds, offering insights that could change the course of your story. The theme of fate and its manipulation can create compelling plot points where characters struggle against their destined path. Saedre can also be portrayed as a magic that requires deep understanding and sacrifice, offering opportunities for intriguing moral dilemmas or character development. Drawing inspiration from Norse rituals and the concept of runes can add authenticity and depth to your world's magic system. You could create a system where runes are not just tools of divination, but powerful symbols that can shape reality. The integration of these mystical elements would not only pay homage to the rich Norse culture, but also offer your audience a refreshing and captivating magical experience. Now, if you found anything useful in the video so far, please consider giving it a like to help me grow this channel. Thank you. Delving into the green thickets and misty highlands of Celtic lore, we find ourselves in the world of Druidry, a mystical practice deeply rooted in nature and its cycles. The Druids, revered as priests, teachers, and judges, were central to Celtic society. They embodied a profound connection with the natural world, the spirits, and the ancestors. Their practices, shrouded in mystery due to scarce historical records, were believed to encompass divination, healing, and the worship of deities closely tied to the earth, the sun, and the moon. This deep-seated bond with nature and the mystical elements offers a treasure trove of inspiration for fantasy world building. Envision a class of wise characters who serve their communities as moral and spiritual guides. Their power is deeply entwined with the living world around them. Their magic could be drawn from the sacred groves, stone circles, or the very elements of nature, offering a variety of ways to interact with and influence the natural order of your fantasy world. The celebration of seasonal festivals, a key aspect of Druidic practice, could serve as the foundation for significant events in your narrative. To breathe life into this inspiration, you might weave stories where your characters engage in rituals that mirror those of the Druids, seeking wisdoms from the patterns of leaves, the flight of birds, or the whispers of the wind. The idea of a harmonious balance with nature, a key Druidic belief, could be a driving force in your story. It challenges characters to maintain or even restore this balance through their actions and decisions. In the crucibles and hidden chambers of medieval alchemists, we encounter alchemy, a practice where mysticism meets proto-science. Alchemy, spanning from the ancient world to the European Middle Ages, was not just about the pursuit of transforming base metals into gold. It was a profound quest for knowledge, understanding the universe, and achieving spiritual transformation. Alchemists worked with symbols, substances, and esoteric knowledge, blending elements of chemistry, philosophy, and spirituality. Their work, often shrouded in mystery and symbolic language, sought to uncover the fundamental truths of existence and the elixir of life. Integrating alchemical concepts into your fantasy world offers intriguing possibilities. You could create a class who seek deeper truths and possesses the knowledge to manipulate matter and spirit. Their quest for the Philosopher's Stone, a legendary alchemical substance, could be a central plot element driving both conflict and discovery. Alchemy's focus on transformation, both literal and metaphorical, allows for a magic system where change and evolution are central themes, whether it's transmuting materials, unlocking hidden potentials, or spiritual growth. By weaving in alchemical principles, your world could capture the allure and mysteries of this ancient practice, offering your audience a glimpse into a world where magic and science, material and spiritual, are deeply connected. Venturing into the realm of shamanism, we discover a spiritual practice that spans across various indigenous cultures around the globe. Shamanism at its core is about the connection and communication with the spiritual world. Shamans, seen as healers, guides, and mediators, traverse spiritual realms through trance states, rituals, and the use of natural hallucinogens. They interact with spirits, ancestors, and deities, seeking healing, guidance, and knowledge. This deep connection with both the physical and spiritual worlds, and the role of the shaman as a bridge between them, offers a rich vein of inspiration for fantasy world building. Imagine characters in your world who communicate with spirits or journey to other realms for wisdom and power. These shamanic figures could serve crucial roles in your narrative, providing guidance, healing, or even serving as the moral compass of their community. To draw inspiration from shamanism, consider how rituals or the connection to the natural world could influence the magic in your story. You could create scenes where characters engage in intricate ceremonies to invoke spirits or seek visions, using drums, chants, or sacred plants. Or you could incorporate spirit animals and totems, leading to your characters forming special bonds and gaining unique abilities from their spiritual counterparts. By tapping into the essence of shamanism, your world could capture the mystical and transformative power of this ancient practice. Aside from magic systems, magical creatures can be an incredible addition to your world as well. For more about their roles in storytelling, check out the video at the top. In the shadowed corners and whispered tales of early modern Europe, we encounter the complex and often misunderstood world of witchcraft. This period, fraught with fear and superstition, saw countless individuals, primarily women, accused of practicing malevolent sorcery. The concept of witchcraft during this era was heavily influenced by religious, social, and cultural anxieties, often linked to diabolical witchcraft and nefarious pacts with the devil. The infamous witch trials, a dark and tragic chapter of this period, were driven by a mix of fear, moral panic, and societal pressures. Instead of replicating the historical witch hunts, use them as a backdrop to explore themes of fear, power, and the human tendency to scapegoat the misunderstood. Imagine a society in your fantasy world where magic is feared and misunderstood, leading to complex dynamics between magic practitioners and those who fear them. This setting could create compelling narratives around secrecy, survival, and the struggle for acceptance or power. To infuse this inspiration into your world building, consider the role of folklore and local superstitions in shaping the perception of magic. Develop characters that embody the archetypical witch in various forms, from the wise healer ostracized by society to the cunning sorcerer operating in the shadows. The moral ambiguity surrounding the use of magic, along with the societal reaction to it, can serve as a rich ground for character development and plot twists. Stepping into the diverse and profound world of Eastern mysticism, we found a wealth of spiritual practices from ancient China, India, and Japan. This realm of mysticism is characterized by a deep exploration of the inner self and the universe, with concepts like qi, chakras, yin and yang, and the intricate study of energy flows. These practices often blend meditation, martial arts, herbal medicine, and an understanding of cosmic harmony. In your fantasy world, drawing inspiration from Eastern mysticism could introduce a magic system that is intrinsically linked to the balance of energies and the pursuit of enlightenment. Imagine characters who harness something like qi to perform feats of strength or healing, or who meditate to unlock inner powers and achieve higher states of consciousness. The concept of chakras could be adapted to represent different magical abilities or levels of spiritual attainment. The dualistic nature of yin and yang could be woven into the fabric of your world's magic, representing the eternal balance of opposing forces and the harmony that magic seeks to achieve. Consider how its practices could influence not just individual characters, but the culture and philosophy of entire societies. You could create schools or temples dedicated to mastering different aspects of this mystical tradition, each with their own unique approach to understanding and utilizing magic. And the integration of martial arts with magic, a common theme in Eastern fantasies, could add an action-packed dimension to your narrative. Overall, by incorporating elements of Eastern mysticism, your world could capture the allure of the rich past of the East. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Have a great day, and see you in the next one.